Long before last night's election, we alerted you to the potential for voting irregularities, fraud, in the state of Nevada. As we mentioned, Nevada could end up being the key to this election. So we want to speak again tonight, right now, to Adam Laxalt. He's the former Attorney General of the state. He's the co-chairman of the Trump campaign there, and he has been on this question for quite some time. Adam Laxalt, thanks a lot for coming tonight. So what is the latest from your state? And, I mean, you were the chief law enforcement officer of the state. I think you're pretty well grounded in this stuff. Do you think the vote is fair?
Well, let me first say we still believe we have a path to victory, but the Democrats have absolutely stacked the decks against us in this election. They changed this election inside 90 days. And as votes are being counted, and America thinks that with all these mail-in ballots, that you have people watching that counting going on, we are still not allowed to watch the signature matching. We are not allowed to challenge any of those signatures. So they switch us to this new system, and then they give us no right to ensure that only legal voters count. And so as America knows, those that stayed up like me all night, they dumped these at 3 a.m. They counted through the middle of the night. They're counting all day today. And we're still having to wait till tomorrow. And we are still, right this second, not in that door. And I warned about this, that if it came down to Nevada, we'd finally get people to pay attention to the fact that the Democrats didn't give us this right. And a judge agreed that, that we weren't entitled to this right. Of course, we disagree with that, and we're still fighting that. But just for your viewers, that has to be quite startling that almost 400,000 votes were cast last night, and there was no observation, no transparency, and you know, we're supposed to just trust but not be able to verify.
It's crazy. I got to ask you a macro question really quick. So Democrats in a lot of places completely changed a system of voting that's been in place for hundreds of years and that has worked and has been durable. And they did it under the pretext of COVID, as they've done so much. Republicans didn't say that much about it. Is it clear now why they did it? And do you think Republicans in Washington regret not raising a bigger fuss over this?
There is no question that Donald Trump would have won Nevada last night convincingly if we did not move to mail-in ballots. And again, we don't know how many bad voters there are in this giant stack. We also know that there are likely to be dead voters. We know that there are likely to be people that have moved out of Las Vegas, but their ballots were still cast. So we're looking into all of this, but it's just astounding that when you watch the news commentary last night, they keep acting like these systems are foolproof. And there's no way that any improper voter could get through. And it's just simply not true.
It's a sad story. Adam Laxalt, I appreciate
really is.
Your efforts. Thanks so much for coming on. So if you ask